come to Austin for something else. So we're just gonna stop by. I didn't bring a sign or anything. I forgot. Because none of that stuff's in my car. So I saw it when we drove by. They had a body router out front. So we're just gonna close them down for a few minutes. And then I can't stay that long. We'll see if anybody pops on since I'm vertical. You never know who you might get. If you're curious about what I'm doing, you've never been on my channel before, feel free to ask questions. There's somebody jumped on. So I'm going guerrilla style today like Hitzel does. We're just here for a few minutes. There was a body router out front. We're gonna make her go inside. Let's see. What do I want to say to her? She's gone. She was giving out tickets. I know what I'll get her with. If you had 1 million members worldwide, that's 7,000 for every org. We are filming all the orgs all over the world showing that no one's going inside. You guys aren't the only down stat org. They're all doing it. All you have to do is go on YouTube or TikTok. I'm going guerrilla style today, y'all. So, I didn't even bring my gimbal. I'm just holding my phone. So, hey Cricket. So, we had to come to Austin to sign paperwork for my camper. And so we just drove all the way in. Yeah, that was fast. Now, there was a body router out front. Stats are down all over the world. There's only 30,000 members right now. They're telling you there's more, but there's not. I didn't know those were public. SPTVfoundation.org was built by ex-members that you can talk to, and you can find all of this out. Let me change the chat. There we go. All messages. Hi, Rochelle. Hey, Thinker. So, actually, Scientology doesn't like the gay. If you're in Scientology and they find out you're gay, they will put you in the RPF, which is like the old chain gang labor prisons where you run everywhere, you're doing manual labor all day for years, not days or months, for years. Hey, Jay. I won't be here too long. I didn't even bring a gimbal. We had to come down to sign papers. I don't know why there isn't an insurance office near me. We had to drive an hour to go to an insurance office, but okay. But that's okay. So I won't be here too long. I just wanted to stop and I don't know, we might stop later again. I don't know yet. Depends on where we decide to eat. So I'm just holding my phone, no sign or nothing. Hey, Unstoppable. Yeah, there was some public standing out here. I hope they heard about that. So I like to hit them with stats that they can look up if they can. The fact that they're told there's... Now, I keep hearing a different amount. First I was told 30 million. Then they say 15 million. So I go with the stat of 1 million. If they had 1 million members, and you split it up for how many organizations, that's 7,000 per org. So I didn't think to grab my sign and put it in the car. I at least need my sign. But, oops, sorry. We were going, like I said, I didn't even grab my gimbal. So I just wanted to come and they had, when we drove by before we parked, they had a body route are giving out tickets to probably, I think they're doing the open mic night tonight. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see. They have a schedule in here sometimes. Way to have. Oh, they're giving out the way. Okay, I don't see a schedule. The Way to Happiness is in here now. Attend Sundays. Yep, they don't have a schedule. Frequently asked questions. They're giving away the Way to Happiness. Oh, look, Sunday service at 11. Like it's a real thing. Oh, I hope they come to that. That would be hilarious. Because what I heard their Sunday service was like was ridiculous. I almost parked right here. It was open. But I don't know. You have to pay online, and I don't know how to do it. But I could have. I was in the rental. Yeah, well, it's free. Take one. So they can't get me for that. It says take one right on it. So, oh, we have people meeting each other. That's cool. If there's anybody in here that doesn't know what I'm doing here, just ask me. What day of the week is this? It must just be between classes. There's nobody walking around. I haven't come this early for a while. I've been coming late. There's like nobody. Is it spring break? Oh, I bet it is, y'all. I know. They're giving away the Way to Happiness. I know. I don't care if they do. Because I can still come. But I didn't touch their building, and it says take one. They're free to the public. So I would be fighting that one. But that's fine. But man, there's this. It has to be spring break or something. There's nobody out here. I'm kind of glad I did this short video because I don't think there's students here. I'm going to check online. Hey, Tom. Google University of Texas in Austin. Is it their schedule or is it spring break at University of Texas? I bet it is. See, because this is too dead. This feels like during the summer when classes were out. Free the people. Yep, their door is cracked. Let's see, what can I get them with? You can Google the Delphi Academy, and the lawsuit will come up first because Scientology ran school, protected a child predator. He was a coach. They knew what he was doing. And instead of sending him to law enforcement, which you're not allowed to do, they gave him a glowing recommendation to the Albert Einstein Academy, where he attacked 6 more kids, but now he's in prison because that was not a Scientology ran school. Now one of the victims is suing the school for protecting the predator and allowing it to happen. Let me know if I'm too loud, guys, because I'm holding the phone really close. Since nobody's walking around, we'll do this for a minute. So, and I didn't even bring a bottle of water. Whoa, my mouth is dry. We're gonna go eat, so I wasn't gonna stay too long. So if you guys saw, the reason we had to come down, they totaled our camper. The brunt of the whole, it was a big tree, y'all. It was 30 feet above our roof. We didn't realize how much shade we got from it till it's gone. It's like changed the whole feel of our whole yard. But most of the weight landed on the big branches, which hit the camper first. Then there were some on the truck. The truck only had, well, it's $2,000 worth of damage, and then, of course, they add labor and all that. But they told us they could buff out most of the scratches. Hey, Eric. But they said because the roof was going to have to be replaced all the way down to the deck plating, meaning like the whole structure of the roof. So they totaled our camper. We've only had it for 5 years. It was still new. So I'm not. I see somebody there. Looks like you're from another country. So, doesn't matter what religion you are. The reason I'm here is Scientology. We're trying to get the word out from people who have escaped. That it's a child abusing cult. They abused all their members, but if you get too old to work for them, then you get more abused. No medical care. There's no belief system. It's not like they have a god. They call it the tech. The tech will fix everything. Spring break until the 22nd. Thank you, Cricket. Well then, that worked out fine because I was gonna try to come back like tomorrow. Well, I still might, because there's still people walking by. Wink, wink. So, I'm sorry, because I don't have a gimbal, I'm sitting here going back and forth. That would make me sick if I was watching. So, yeah, I could tell something was going on. Oh, the kid just went in, I missed him. He did that turn, so I didn't know he was going in. But he heard me. He was over there. Hey, Torque, there's no politics on this channel. It's about a child abusing, human trafficking cult. They call themselves a church. They got tax exempt status by bullying the IRS in the early 90s because they'd lost their tax exempt status. And the secrecy inside is what we're here about. The reason we come and film outside like we do, it makes them close their doors and keeps them from luring people inside. And right behind me is the University of Texas. And they opened this place after remodeling it a year ago, specifically to lure in the young people. And they're all nice to you and love bomb you till they get you in. And if you join their Sea Org, that is their slave labor force. They make $50 a week if the org makes money. If they don't, they're eating beans and rice. There's no medical care, and you have to work for them until you die. You can get married, but they'll probably send your spouse to another country for a few years because they don't care about families. And if you get pregnant, they will bus you to the clinic. These are the things that people aren't hearing about, and that's why we're out here protesting all over the world. We have people like me, just regular people, coming out, filming and talking and putting the word out on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. Yeah, okay. Yep, we've got somebody in the chat who escaped from the Sea Org. And that's why we're here. So, if you're still here, and you have some questions, because I went vertical since this was going to be short. So, I know that, and everybody's saying hi to you. So, you can stick around. We have a nice chat most of the time. Sometimes we have separate chats going on while I'm doing my thing. Usually I have signs and things like that, but we had to come to Austin for a different reason, so I didn't bring any of my stuff. So I wasn't sure for sure we were coming. So, hey girl, thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a short one because I also figured out by accident. I'm like, man, this place is dead. And Cricket looked it up. They're on spring break, so there's really not a lot of people here. There's a few people walking by, that still have to hang around. Scientology protects child predators. There's a lawsuit, Delphi Academy right now, because they protected a basketball coach in one of their schools, knowing what he was doing, and then gave him a glowing review to another school. Now he's in prison because that school was not Scientology ran. Yes, exactly, Unstoppable. Exactly. That's what we're here for. Totally. I get everybody? Yeah. Alright. And I can tell there's probably people in here that have no idea what I'm doing. Let me turn around so you can see the sign. Yep. You got any questions, I'll tell you everything's going on in there. It's pretty horrific. People don't know. Yeah, and I have no anxiety whatsoever to go up and talk to somebody, as you can tell. So if they walk by and I hear them saying something, or they're looking, usually I have my signs and they're looking at the sign and stuff. And I'm like, hey, if you got any questions, stop. So that's why I go vertical too. Because we get new eyeballs on it. Yeah, I don't have my hat or anything. Man, I need some water. I didn't grab the water bottle. Oh, that's so awesome, Unstoppable. That's great. Yeah, that's what I want. You know, I've only done 2 streams from home where I spoke out or got irritated, or what Chat Mama said was Spicy Kim. Normally I try to stay pretty neutral and stay out of things. Because no matter what's going on in the community, no matter who's upset with who, I'm still coming here. I'm still doing this. I'm not coming here for the other creators. The ex-members, yes. But that's not why I'm coming here. So, all the other channels could drop off the face of the earth. SPTV could close down, and I'm still going to come here. Because, at the very least, I do get students that stop. And you know what I get a lot, because the sign is so high up. You know, people that are walking, they're always looking down or looking at their phone. They see, I used to have a sign that was low, that sat on my wagon. I think I'm going to make another one, because the new one is really tall. And now that it just crossed my mind that a lot of people saw the shorter sign. And they'd look at the sign, and then they'd look up, and then they'd look at the sign and go, I didn't even know they were here. Oh, I was just talking. Was your ears burning? I was talking about you. Hi, Brian. I said I was talking about, I've only had like 2 streams where I was Spicy Kim, what you called me. I said normally I just try to stay out of that stuff. I'm not going to talk about it all the time. I got some live streams coming up just for fun. Now I'm glad I did it because, yeah, because so we had to come down here to sign papers for the camper being totaled, and we were literally like 15 miles away, and I'm like, let's go over there real quick. And when we drove by, there was a body router giving out tickets to something. So we parked. By the time we got here, she'd gone inside, but the door was still open. They still had to close. Man, I was hoping she was still standing there. So, but yeah, early on, there was people that used to come on here and saying, you're not really protesting. You're too quiet. I'm like, yeah, but you should see how many people stop and talk to me. A lot. If I'm out here and one person stops and talks to me, I'm happy. That didn't know what was going on. Usually that's what it is. My job's really putting a kink in things. I think I'm only going to be able to come out twice a week. I have to recover from the 2 12-hour shifts. Good vibes. Not very long. I don't even have my gimbal or anything. We just happened to be in Austin already. And I was like, well, let's go over for about an hour, half hour to an hour. My husband doesn't like to be a part of it. He's not here with me. I think he went to the restaurant we talked about. I think he's gone. Yeah, maybe 30. I've been on here about 18 minutes, about 30 minutes. Just enough to make them close up. But they're not going to get very many people today because everybody's on spring break. So, it's nice out today though. Dang. Y'all, if you haven't heard me talk about it yet, the rental car we got right now is like a alien spaceship. No joke. Oh my god. I'm going to tell you about it since I don't have anything to... So, it's a Hyundai Palisade. It's got 3 rows of seats, but it drives like a compact car. It has self-driving function. Let me get this up here. So, I was looking for cruise the first night I went to work. And then I realized the steering wheel was acting funny. Then I realized my car was driving me. I was like, oh my gosh, it was keeping it between the lines. It's amazing. Somebody gets in front of me, it slows down. I was like, and there's cameras all the way around. I was parking and it will show the lines and a 3D view of the parking space. And if I start going up a hill or speeding up, the seat lumbar supports come out to support me because I'm going like you're in a jet and you're hitting too many G's. I'm like, I'm just speeding up a little bit. Oh, that's awesome, Scooter Mom. Hey, Buttercup. Yeah. So everything ended up working out really well with the camper and everything, because we were always worried that campers depreciate and we would owe money. They're giving us some money, so they're going to pay it off, and there's still a little bit extra. I was like, that'll help us with my trip next week. So I got a really, really nice hotel. I splurged, because every time we've ever gone anywhere, we've had to be... So I got a hotel on the Riverwalk in San Antonio. So it's going to be nice. I'm going to talk about that more Friday night. Let's see, did I get everybody? Oh, that's okay. Unstoppable. Oh, yeah. Me too, Unstoppable. Me too. Oh, thank you, team. Yeah, I usually wear it down at home, but out here I have to wear a ponytail. It's too windy. So are you new to the channel? I can't pronounce your last name, so I'm just going to call you team. So I'm on Vertical, so I'm going to get some new people. So I'm out here protesting the supposed Church of Scientology. I've been doing it for over a year now. We're worldwide. We have people doing what I'm doing all over the place. And what we're showing is that they have nobody going in. They try to tell their members, they lie to their members and say they've got 15 to 30 million members. And yet we see maybe, I'm out here, I used to be out here 3 times a week, and I would see the same maybe 20 people going in. I'll rack my brain and give you some suggestions for some good restaurants. I lived there for a couple years. Cool. Hey, Seymour. That's nice. I'm going to put you in timeout there, guy. All right. Goodbye. Like I said, somebody's got nothing else to do. Well, I'm down here on Guadalupe, but we can go anywhere from here because we have to go home. Hey, Catty Man. They say that they do a church service on Sunday, but it's not a church. They don't have a deity. They don't have a God. What they do is they go in and they take courses, and they do this thing called auditing, which you or I would call interrogation. Cross between therapy and interrogation. So their Sunday service is bogus. They do it just to keep their tax exempt status, to show that they're a real church. But we know, hey Tony, but we know it's full of crap. Most of the people we see in here are the staff and the Sea Org members, and we've got an ex Sea Org member in here who escaped, because you have to escape from the Sea Org, either because you sign a contract for the rest of your life. You have to work for them until you physically can't do it anymore, and then they stick you in a home, take all your money, and take credit cards out in your name without your knowledge, because they know you're going to die, and they just keep the money. It's all about making money. So now that's why I can come out here, because they have people, what we call the public. They're the ones that go in and pay all the money for services. When I see them, I get them with stats or lawsuits that are going on and stuff like that. Hey, boss. Yeah, I am a Karen, because this is a child abusing, human trafficking cult. They've been going to third world countries or non-English speaking countries and saying, oh, we can get you a visa. You can be a religious volunteer and come to the U.S. And when you get here, they take your passport. And they keep you pretty much under guard at all times. Oh, I don't mind about the Karen thing. I might have changed them over to listening. But that's okay. Yeah. If they're not being gross, I'll talk to them. I had somebody on, you know, when I talked about the tree hitting my camper, one person said I deserved it, and I just said thank you for the engagement. And then I had somebody say, that looks like a dump. Go look at my answer. I think that was on the update, when I updated what happened. Oh, hey, Red Mama. All right. Thank you. I've lost a lot of subs because I finally spoke out. I've lost over 100 subs probably in the last 3 months. But you know what? I don't care. Because, hey, Pup Groomer. Hey, Mr. Fraud. I don't care. You know what I've noticed? I've lost subs, but I've got more people in my chat than I used to have. So subs don't really matter. Hey, J-Bat. Hey, Paul. Hey, Minnie. Wow, that's awesome. I'm not going to be here too long because we just happen to be in Austin for another reason. My arm's getting tired. I don't even have a gimbal with me. But when we drove by, there was a body router standing outside giving out tickets. So by the time we parked and got around the corner, they went inside, but their door was open. Thank you, Tanya. Hey, Becky. Oh, this is awesome. I know, you can't keep up. I don't even have my gimbal. I just came long enough to shut them down for a little while. Oh, they got you in Costa Rica. Yeah, that's what we heard they've been doing. Hey, Matthew. Yeah, we closed them up. They were out here giving out tickets, and we closed up all their doors. This is one of the big buildings. But some of you may not know, L. Ron Hubbard bought this building 55 years ago. I'd leave him alone. Hi, how you doing?
Doing fine. How are you doing?
Fine. Yeah, we're talking about this place because I even have somebody in my chat who escaped from Sea Org. You probably don't know what's going on in the Sea Org. It's pretty rough. You should check it out. They came out. Did you see that? You didn't get to see it. I was turned around. But he jerked his suitcase in the door. I told him, because some of them public may not know what's going on in the Sea Org, you know? Yep. He wanted to know what I was doing, because I usually have my sign and stuff, but I didn't bring any of that with me. I don't even have my gimbal. I'm holding this with my hand. Yeah, he showed me. He jerked his bag in and got disgusted. Well, he's obviously a public. And, we've found out that people don't talk to each other, and they may not know a lot of the stuff that's going on in there. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, MLH. What's up? Well, I'm glad I came. So I found out I got here. We were here for another reason. And I'm like, well, let's just go over there and shut them down for a little while. Not a full protest. I don't have a sign. I don't have a gimbal. I don't have nothing. But when we drove by the front here, they were standing outside giving out tickets. But I'm like, man, this place is really dead. I mean, look at this. Usually there's, at least 20 people walking, around here at any given time. And I was like, so Cricket looked it up for me. They're on spring break. Oh, that's okay, MLH. Especially if you're coming from your live, you're probably done. Yeah, no chokehold needed for sure. Never had any problems here, really. I did. If you go back and look earlier last year, I'm pretty sure he was homeless. He came at me. And another homeless guy that is really good to us, Colin, he got between us and he protected me. And we called the cops. He got arrested because he went out in this traffic. Hi, puppy. And stopped traffic. Because he couldn't get to me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we came down to eat too. That's the only reason I got my husband to come. I'm like, well, we'll go do that and then we'll go eat. I'm going through to make sure I said hi to everybody that came in. Wow. I got 38 people. See what I mean? I lost a whole bunch of subs, but my chat has been bigger than it's ever been. So that tells me a lot. That the people that unsubbed for me weren't in my chat or hanging around anyway. You know, they were probably like me. I used to go through the list and just sub to everybody that was, you know, doing work. I didn't necessarily watch everybody. Nobody has that kind of time. So, I honestly don't care about the number of subs I have. I would rather have more people to chat with. Thank you, J-Bat. Thank you, and Tony. Hey, Sergey. Honey, we don't talk politics here. We talk cults. I'm here protesting a child abusing, human trafficking, elder abusing cult. I've been doing it for over a year now. And all the people in my chat know what we're doing or are protesters themselves. If you want to know anything about it, I'll let you know. This is why I go vertical. We get new eyeballs on things. But thank you, Sergey, for retracting that. I appreciate it. The only time we talk politics is we want to go to our representatives and tell them about this place and try to get hearings and get their tax exempt status taken away. They had over 2,000 lawsuits. I heard 3,000 at one time against the IRS in the 90s. So that to get their tax exempt status back, they literally bullied the IRS into giving it to them. They're not a real church. Other countries do not recognize them as a church because they have a pay system. All their services have a price. A real church is donation only. Yes. Us being here does a lot. Especially where I'm at, because normally I've got bunches of students walking by. To put some of your live stream in a playlist. I need to do that. I'm learning. I need it. Hey, Natter. I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm right across from the University of Austin right here. This is the main gate. And the first leader that created this bogus religion was a science fiction writer named L. Ron Hubbard. He bought this building 55 years ago on purpose because it was across from a university. It was empty for a while for renovation, but they're back. And they're trying to get these young people to come in because they're not getting new members. What you see inside now is second and third generation. They've been indoctrinated since they were children. I consider them victims too. Even though they don't like us, they think we're evil and we lie. I've done a deep dive on this. I know the information, and my information comes from survivors of this cult. Not documentaries, not books, from the mouths of survivors. So are you new to this, Justice? So I don't know what 55 means. But are you new to me? But yeah, so normally I have a big setup. I have a big sign and all that, but I wasn't planning on being here long. We're in Austin for something different. So normally I'm out here for a couple of good hours. Nice to meet you too. So what I do is when I get here, this door is open. Let me get me out of here. Hold on. So when I come up, all these blinds are open and the door is open. And sometimes they have somebody standing outside who they call a body router. 55 years, yeah. That's when, oh, I'm sorry, you're right, I did say that. Yeah. And it's all about luring people in. And so when I show up, all I'm doing is I stand here, I'm not mean, since I've been doing this over a year now, I'm nice. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Have a good day. Because they've heard everything I have to say. Except I do get them with the protecting child predator stuff sometimes. Because it's a high crime to send another Scientologist to the authorities. Even when they know they're doing something like that. So, hey, so we have another survivor in here, Justice. I've had two who escaped this cult, and they've helped me with a lot of my information. I just realized my shirt and my cane match. Anyway, so how many churches do you know that close up their their windows and stuff. And there's nothing to see in there. It's literally right there is a really nice cafe, really nice. And then they have a desk. And then over here is it's all bookstore. It's really nice to look at. The only reason they close up like this is they don't want their members to see me or what my signs say or to hear what I have to say. That's why they close up. And there's 2 foundations that have been created to help them escape. How many churches do you know has to have a foundation to help them escape? So there's a lot going on. We've been doing this. The protesting started in late 2023. More people. I popped up in February last year. And a bunch of other people. There's some other protesters that are in the chat right now. And I never thought I was going to do this. I'm a grandma that wasn't doing anything. And I decided to come down. And it's been really rewarding talking to the students and stuff. Oh, hey, Bob's coming. Okay. Bye, Scooter Mom. I gotta get that new name in my head. But yeah, I was gonna head out at 30 minutes, but we got a lot of people asking me questions. That's okay, Red Mama. Thank you so much. Thank you. That'll be awesome. I do a Friday night fun chat. Just like last week we did conspiracy theories, which ended up being about Scientology, but it doesn't never have to be. My mom challenged them in the 80s when they were taking over. Oh yeah, Hacienda Gardens. Yeah, I know. Thank you, MLH. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not aware of even all the channels, so I'm trying to start a website since y'all are here. I already bought the domain. It's called Suppressive Central. And I don't want it to just be a list or some resources. I want it to be a hub where everybody can go and get information and see all the channels. And I thought everybody could submit a bio and picture if they want to. And then I wanted to have like upcoming events. Like if you're having a protest stream, you can put it on there. Instead of just going and seeing who's live, you can see stuff that's coming up. My daughter is trying to call me. She doesn't know I'm live. We actually, Justice, got to JFK a little bit last week because we were talking about Charles Manson and how much of a Scientologist he actually was that people don't realize. He actually got into Scientology before the murders. And Doug, who had done the deep dive and was doing the live stream with me, there was a connection between Manson, Scientology, and JFK. We didn't quite get all the way there yet. Did they drop any files yet? Because I keep hearing they're going to drop files and I haven't seen it. If they do, yeah, on Friday nights, we do a fun stream and we talked about aliens. We've talked about our favorite restaurants. We've talked about TV shows and movies. It's just, that one's a fun stream on Friday. And I do it late Friday night because other people stream in my... We started at 10 p.m. and we went 7 hours, or almost 8. Because it's so much fun. So, yeah, Justice, stick around. The protesting can get pretty interesting when the students are here. I just found out it's spring break. They'll stop and ask me questions, and I give them the whole spiel that I learned. I did a deep dive. And we have other channels, Justice, if you're new. Okay, and also, Justice, if you're new to the anti-Scientology movement, we have 200 channels, thereabouts, that are either protesting or are ex-members who are telling us their stories, their horrible stories. Or they're like true crime channels that kind of support us. So it's a big community. It's called SPTV. We're trying to get the word out. Oh, you use the word natter. You're never in. Oh, if you know never in, then you know a little bit then. Cool. Bob is here. Oh, what are you guys doing? Are you here? Or are you doing something with somebody else? Oh my God, that would be amazing. Are you talking to me about being here? Oh, just new to my channel. Okay, cool. The younger ones look okay, but whenever I see the older ones, they're like stooped almost all the time. We used to have more older ones. I haven't noticed them all lately. But then again, I've been coming at different times, so. Hey, Armenia. Hey, Rafi. How are you? So, are you new to my channel? Because I went vertical, so I get new people. And so I have to usually let people know what I'm doing. Regardless of your way of life or your religion, this place that I'm protesting is a cult. They don't have a deity. They don't believe in a God. It's more about getting people in, brainwashing them, and taking all their money. The problem is they got tax-exempt status in the United States, and it protects them. And they've been around since 1950. And so they seem legitimate, and we're just trying to get the survivors, who there are a couple in my chat right now. You have to escape from the Sea Org because you sign your life away. Hey, Susan. So is that new to you, Rafi? Because I'll keep going if you're new. I have my spiel. So I'm across from the University of Texas, and they bought this building 55 years ago on purpose so that they could. This is all the University of Texas in Austin, all the way down there, and that's why they're here. They want to get these young people in, and I walked up on them talking to some freshmen. You know, you get the young people that are, newly away from home for the first time. They don't have any friends. They feel kind of lonely, and that's who they're trying to get in. Hey, Sina. Ciao. Hope I said that right. Where are you from? I'm in Austin, Texas. It won't, on this phone, for some reason, when I create my live stream, there's a place where you can put the location. When I put in Austin, it does not come up. So I need to remember to put that in my title because it won't let me put it in the description. So we're here trying to save these young people from these students from this cult right here, Church of Scientology. They're not a church. They pretend to be a church. They seem legitimate to the government, but in other countries they've been banned. They've been denied church status because their courses that you take and the services that you go take, they have a price. I've seen a cult like this when visiting Phoenix called the La Luz del Mundo. I think I've heard of that. This place, though, has $1 billion in the bank and is all over the world. That's the problem. They seem legitimate. And we're trying to get our government to pay attention. That's what, and my biggest reason for being here, there's 2 foundations, hold on, that'll help them leave. I have that on my sign when I popped in just for a few minutes. I didn't bring all my protesting stuff. Yeah, and they don't even believe in a God here. They believe in tech that will eventually make you be able to control matter, energy, space, and time. But if you ask any of them to do that, they can't. If the OTHs could really do that, they would get rid of me. And they don't have 30 million. I said that because I knew he was going in. So, I don't mind if they say that one time, you guys. The Mormons actually believe in Jesus Christ and God. They're more into the Christian side. Very different from this place. This place, the guy was he was a science fiction writer, and he created it in 1950. And he hates psychiatry. And so at first it was called Dianetics, a modern science of mental health. And he told people that he could cure every physical ailment you had through your mind. It was all in your head, including arthritis, and all of that. And so they don't go to doctors. They, if they join the Sea Org, they sign a billion-year contract, and they're not allowed to even get pregnant. If they do, they'll take them to the clinic because it will distract them from their duties. They work like 110 hours a week. They're supposed to get $50 a week, but they don't always get paid. Usually they don't. They house them, but we know in Chicago they have 8 people to a studio apartment. And if they don't make money, they get fed beans and rice. They don't eat well. So the older they get, you see them, they're all stooped over because of their nutrition and not lack of medical care. And then when you get too old to work for them, they stick you in a home, they take your Social Security, and they take credit cards out in your name because they know you're going to die and they don't have to pay them off. So last year, Mike Brown, who had escaped when he was 20, I think that was about 20 more or 30 years ago, he went in the Army. Well, he found his mom, and it's hard because you have to disconnect from, if you leave, you cannot talk to anyone in Scientology ever again. You're declared a suppressive person, an enemy of the church. So he didn't even know where his mom was. He found out she was in a home because she couldn't work anymore with a really bad heart condition that had not been really taken care of. And he went and stole her and brought her home. She found out she was $160,000 in debt because she had no idea. It's all about making money here. The members don't even know that the leader has $1 billion in offshore bank accounts. That he's living off the interest. And he still is trying to fundraise money to build new buildings or renovate new buildings. Go this way. He just went the wrong way. Yeah. Yep. That's because 3 months. Phil, I'm here about this. Okay? We don't do the Jesus thing. Somebody put you in timeout earlier, and I was like, don't worry about it if you're willing to listen. Okay? I'm not here to proselytize for Jesus. I'm here to get people to not go in here and get sucked in and be treated like the people that are in my chat right now that used to be in this cult. It's horrible. They abuse children because they believe children are adults in small bodies, and assaulting them isn't that bad. Because there was actually a phone call between a member who escaped with her dad, and he said, I don't understand why you're upset. You're not really my daughter, and I'm not really your dad. In your last life, you could have been an 80-year-old man. That's what goes on in here. Oh, David, I got your book in the mail, by the way. I read the first 2. Yeah, Rafi, they have Scientologies all over the world. Australia, Paris, England, Africa, all the major cities here. They have a lot of money because they have these rich Scientologists that give tens of millions of dollars. And so there's 3 levels of members. There's the ones that give all the money and take all the courses. Then you have staff who work their butt off and don't get paid. Then you have the Sea Org that work their butt off and don't get paid. So, yeah, he lost the rights to Dianetics. That's why he turned it into Scientology, but then he got it back later. Oh, hi. By the way, hi, David. I don't know if I said that. I was talking. You know how I get when I'm talking. The building they bought here on Long Island, they haven't filed their tax-exempt status or renewed an outdated building permit. They've only owned it for a year? That's weird. Might look into that. That's weird. Well, guys, I gotta go. My husband's been chilling, waiting to go eat. I stayed on here longer than I planned. I planned a couple of streams coming up for fun. I'm probably not gonna, I found out they're on spring break here. There's literally, look at this, nobody. And all hours, there's at least 20 people walking around here. Nobody. So, many within this genre of YouTube have experienced, yes, that's true, religious traumas. Please be, yeah, that's true. Oh, many, awesome. You should. And contact the tax office too. Hey, Eric. Oh, okay. I haven't checked my email. If you don't get back, if I don't hear you, if you don't hear back from me, it's because I'm lazy and I forget to check my email. So I will do that. Oh, did it glitch? All right. Oh, your internet. Okay, that was mine. All right, you guys. Y'all have a good day. We're gonna go eat, and I know I'm doing a stream Friday night. I scheduled Sunday, and I scheduled another one just for fun, whether you want to come or not. I'm going to talk about BTS and stuff because I'm going to a concert next week. First time in 20-something years, y'all. And it's for my birthday. My birthday's next... Oh, my birthday's today! Is my birthday today? My birthday's today, right? Yeah, my birthday's today. I forgot. I'm 56 today. So, alright. Are you... Good vibes, are you trying to come here or are you doing something different with somebody? Because I don't want to leave if you're coming here. Good vibes. Are you just connecting with somebody in chat? You're coming here? Well, I'm not leaving then. I'm gonna go sit down though. I'll go sit down. Oh, I got people coming to see me. I thought they were just... you're not on here, by the way. I gotta sit down. Ooh, I don't have none of my stuff with me. Well, good. Maybe we can go have lunch after. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I remember this morning, my husband, it's on me. He said, oh, by the way, happy birthday. We don't really celebrate stuff like that. It just happened to be that the concert. Oh, Pete David, thank you so much. Thank you. Sarah, Diane, got memberships, Ginger, Plant, people I've never seen in the chat. I've seen Ginger. That's pretty cool. Maybe they'll come say hi. But, yeah, I need to sit down. So this new job is 12 hours. Now, I can go do a round and come back and sit down and go do a round. But it's... The top 2 floors are storage. And it's like a really old building. Like 100 or more, probably 150 years old. So I'm up on the 4th floor. There's no lights. The only light I have is my flashlight. And I'm doing my thing, checking everything, and my light died in the middle of the night in the pitch dark. Thank God the way it's built, the elevator is just like a cement room in the middle of the floor because it's one big open floor. So I'm like, okay, I know it's that way. I'll make it. And I did. We found out that the rechargeable... I didn't realize he bought me a used flashlight because I have to have a special flashlight. I'm not going to go into all of it. But the rechargeable battery wouldn't charge. So it does take regular batteries, so I can use that. And I'll get a better one later once I get a park. I am here. Bob is trying to look for parking. Go to San Antonio Street. Look for University Co-op parking garage. That's where I normally park, and there were spaces open on the 2nd floor. And it's only a couple blocks down behind here. That's the best place to park. I never tried to find street parking. It's impossible. So look that up. And then you can come 2 different ways from there. You can either come straight through the buildings and walk down, or walk down the back. But that's cool. If Bob's listening, I don't know if he is. Now, I don't know how much street... There's a spot right here. Right here. I know there's a motorcycle there, but I know... The reason I didn't park there, I don't know how to do the Well, there's a kiosk right here. See that? Where you can pay. I forgot about that. So, hey, Devin. Was that what you were calling me for? I didn't even remember. Thank you. I love you too. Just getting old. After 50, I don't really care about them too much anymore. But, yeah, my hair is just... I didn't bring anything. I thought I was only going to be here 30 minutes, but hey, what the heck? I'll stay. I need a bottle of water, though. Hey, Tom. Do you feel like walking to the pizza place and getting me some water? It's like, he's not thrilled. We were not supposed to be here this long. I didn't know people were coming to visit. Is that you? Oh my gosh! They're here! Wait, there we go. They're here! Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
You guys were talking, I was like, what are they talking about? And then I figured it out. They're here. That's cool. Oh, my daughter's like, ignore my call. I was just trying to tell you happy birthday.
Aww.
So, did you guys want to hang out here or go eat or something? Or what do you want to do? We can stay here for a little while if you want. I didn't bring any of my stuff. I just happened to stop by. We came down to do some paperwork. And I said, well, let's just go shut them down for a few minutes. And it just worked out. So.
Yeah, I'm parked on that street over there, like 15-minute parking.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
where do you park?
There's a parking garage farther down called University Co-op Parking. If you go down San Antonio, it's right. If you put it in your maps, you'll find it. And that's where I always park. If you go down this way and turn, it's open. There's where the parking. So it's about 2 blocks that way. Did you find it?
No.
On maps?
University.
Yeah, University Co-op.
Okay.
I used to park in another place, but it's been closed every time I've tried because it's small. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I didn't know if you guys wanted to be on camera or not.
Guess what?
No.
It's been mostly on me, so. All right, you guys, I'm going to, they already know where I am. They know everything. Unstoppable. They've already followed me. They've already gotten a picture of my license plate. So I'm not saying anything they don't already know. So it's no big deal. Hey, Anthony, I'm going to sign off, you guys. And I'll see you later later on, maybe. Okay.
Head north on Guadalupe Street toward West Mall.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Did you find it?